If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
Kickstarting us off with the shoulders, you can pick these up from Isle Expeditions, or you could just step up buying on the auction house. Probably going to get cheaper and cheaper as we get closer and closer to the Shadowlands. Moving on to the shirt or the chest piece, Prospector's chest piece, Ashara. There's the boss you could pick it up from, or the rare, and also you can buy it on the auction house, so that's probably the best way to go. Moving on to the belt of Fractured Sanity. That's part of a tier set from monks, but recolored for other leather wearers. The Burning Throne, Varamathras, 8% on the drop rate. The legs, Black Tuxedo Pants, Spires of Iraq. That's wrong. Basically, you got to get it from the Noble Garden Merchant during the Noble, Easter egg hunt thing every year. The event, Life-Bearing Footpads, the Burning Throne, Essence of ENR, so the boots and the belt from the same tier set. Firekin Bindings, Isle Expeditions, keep in mind that's the wrist piece. The back, Uldir Mythic, Vectis, fair drop rate. To get that cloak really goes well with this set. The shirt, keep in mind the shirt is underneath the Prospector's vest there, tuxedo-like shirt. And the headpiece, Warmongering Gladiator's Helm, WoD PvP Vendor, 3 Marks of Honor. Gotta go wild if you're Horde. And the weapon is Phoenix Fire Staff, Battle of Dazzlahar. Here's a bit of a colorful look for druids that only a Worgen can pull off with dazzling style. Whirling Dervish shoulders, Isle Expeditions, or you could buy it on the auction house. Moving on to the chest piece. This is Alliance only, by the way. Darkshore BFA, various mobs, Darkwood Sentinels, Jerkin. Yes, that's what it's called. Moving on to the belt, which is shown here on a Lady Night Elf. The Cord of Pilfered Rosaries, Tomb of Sargeras LFR. There's the boss or rares or whatever it is that drops it, but you can also buy it on the auction house. The legs, Leggings of the Fang, Wailing Caverns, Lord Cobran, 22% on the drop rate. You could also go with the chest piece from that same set from Vanilla if you're Horde, in other words, because you can't get that chest if you're Horde, so that's one way that you could fix it if you're Horde. Moving on to the wrist, Bracers of Wanton Mortality, the Burning Throne, Mother of Night, decent drop rate. The back, Darkwood Sentinels, Drape, Darkshore, once again, BFA, and Alliance only. And looking pretty sharp on a Night Elf here, tuxedo-like shirt. This is one of those brawl arena things that you got to pick up. And Toria's Perseverance. Actually, you could do without the shirt. All you're really seeing is around those biceps or triceps, whatever you want to call them. That thing. Anyway, and there's the staff. We're getting a lot of leverage here on these Isle Expedition pieces, which incidentally can be bought with Seafarer Doublons. Not sure. You're going to have to check on Wowhead what particular thing you're going to have to buy to get a shot at getting them, but they're getting cheaper and cheaper on the auction house. Firelands is where you got to go to get that Druid tier piece from Ballarok. Moving on to the belt. I actually really like this set. It looks pretty amazing. I think it could also be used for other leather wearers, but you might have to make a couple of changes. The belt, of course, from WoD. The legs, Cinder Web Leggings, Firelands, Batilic, fair drop rate, part of the same tier set as the chest, but I think there are lookalikes or recolors for other leather wearers. The feet, Treads of Violent Intrusion, Tomb of Sargeras, Razor Draw, Miradon, or Mimi, or whatever. You could read the name. I apparently can't, but you guys can. Westbow Bindings, Isle Expeditions, or the auction house for the wrists. The back, Parrot Feather Cloak, Freehold, Heroic Sky Captain Crag, 11% on the drop rate. Lady Zondalari Troll, showing the tuxedo shirt, which really isn't shown in the model, but if you wanted to get rid of that skin look, you could throw in that black tuxedo shirt. Look really good as well. Razor Guard, Mech Shades, WAD level engineering. Check your local engineer or your local auction house for those green goggles. Lightning Rod, Dragon Soul, Hagara the Stormbinder. For all those Hordes out there, this is pretty much an alliance-only set. Why is the Horde being shown? Well, that's a good question. I'm not really sure, but Vindictive, Gladiator, Dragonhide, Spalders. So you basically, the shoulders and the belt are pieces from Legion PvP, and the hands and the feet are from BFA PvP. The belt, we covered this, Vindictive Gladiators Dragonhide Belt, Legion PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor. You gotta buy the whole set. That's the way it works now, but that might change in the future. Moving on to the legs here, Ghostwalker Laggards, Moradon, Barbed Lashers drop it, or you can buy it on the auction house. Part of the same vanilla set, drop set as the chest, which you really can't see behind that tabard, which we'll get to in a second. 7th Legionnaires Boots, Arathi Highlands, various mobs, once again, Alliance only. The hands, Alliance only. 7th Legionnaires Gloves, Arathi Highlands, various mobs. I think you kind of see the trend going on. Now for the back piece, Sinister Gladiator's Cloak, BFA PvP sources. I do believe eventually you'll be able to buy those for Marks of Honor, but currently you either have them or you don't at this point. Ulduar for the headpiece, 12% drop rate on that. And the tabard of the 7th Legion Borealis, 7th Legion Quartermaster, or you could even go with the Stormwind tabard if you want. That works just as well, maybe even better, I'm not sure. 7th Legionnaires Halberd. I'm digging the look here. I really like this look. Very Druid-like, very kind of leafy-like. Spalders of the Relentless Tracker, the Burning Throne. Kind of a decent drop rate at about 5%. Moving on to the chest, Nimble Toed Chest Guard, Storm Stout Brewery. Wotlk is the boss, 26% on the drop rate. Decent drop rate for that chest piece. Drops from a lot of other places, so you can check Wowhead for that. Girdle of Night and Day, Throne of Thunder, LFR, Swen, 22% drop rate, so head over to LFR version of Throne of Thunder to get the belt. Definitely worth having for any Druid set, goes with a lot of different things. Leggings of the Empty Throne, Mugushan Palace, its quest reward. A lot of lookalikes on that as well, so check Wowhead. Moving on to the feet, which is part of the same drop set as the chest and the legs. This is a quest reward from the Blasted Lens, which is incorrect. Anyway, the hands. See, once I make a mistake because these things take a long time to do, and I'm not going to go over and redo them. Basically, the back is Nazjatar. You could get it from your Quartermaster or from World Quest. Helm of Imagined Horrors, Hellfire Citadel Heroics, Shadowlord Iskar, decent drop rate on the helm. Tabard, Rajani Tabard brings us kind of up to the current mode of WoW and BFA, Golden Exalted for the Tabard, and the weapon, Bite of Bleeding Hollow, Mythic Hellfire Citadel. If you like the shoulders, you're going to have to click on Hellfire Citadel Mythic and take out that boss, and you will receive, maybe, 9% chance, Oathclaw Mantle, which is part of a tier set from WoD for Druids. The chest, Replica Feral Heart Vest, Darkmoon Isle, or the Darkmoon Faire, same thing, Baruma. He's a vendor, 75 Darkmoon tickets will get you the chest piece. The belt, Netherfiend Belt, Azuna, Zeratos, as you can see, 5% drop rate. That comes from demonic or demon invasions, so you gotta wait till you get one of those and then kill Zeratos, the guy with the X, his name is. Anyway, the Replica Feral Heart Kilt, getting a little bit of Scottish here, Darkmoon Isle. Baruma, he's a vendor, 75 Darkmoon tickets. To pick that up, I believe you could also get it at a WoW Classic, but it's easier to get it here at the Darkmoon Faire. Verdant Footpads, Strathholm Stone Spine, 35% drop rate for those boots that you obviously can't see on a Worgen lady. Now we're going to go to Siege of Orgrimmar LFR. Galakros is the boss to get the hands. Basically a 15% drop on those. Moving on, we're going to show you the back, which is Ivy Cloth Cloak, Stone Talon Mountains, Golden Back, 22% drop rate for that rare, or buy it on the auction house. The headpiece, straight out of Hellfire Mythic, Shadow Lord Iskar, part of the same tier set as the shoulders, and the weapon is out of Seed of Ogmar LFR, 24% drop rate.
If you're still listening up and until now, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll close out by saying what I always say: whatever it is by you, whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, make your day epic.